he keeps his crew, he often gets his say. And just alive, he knows the girls when everything dragons win. And everything dragons win. The Mad Dragon Vodcast is a journey unforeseen with Tasman and Donnie too. And expertise and Coco, just the start. Mazza and the other crew here on the Mad Dragon Vodcast.
Well, good day, Dragons fans. I'm Big T, and this is the Mad Dragons Vodcast. And look at the crew we've got tonight. No Dragons in the grand finals this year. We had a chance last week. We blew it. But introducing to on my side, that is Jesse. How are you, Jess?
On your left, yep. Good evening, yep.
That's
Grand
where I am.
final week. Not good. It's good and bad.
Down the bottom to the left there, we got Billy the Kid. How are you, Bill?
Yeah, good. I didn't know if I was going to be on tonight, but yep, I made it back in time, so
glad you're here. Minor Dragon, I heard you've been sending text messages to Greg Alexander.
Because I feel sorry for myself, man. I have to go have a knee replacement surgery, so I've got to do something to occupy my time coming up.
Can you remember what you sent him? He was on SEN, wasn't
he? Yeah, I asked Brandy, what positions does he think that we need to cover, for the next couple of seasons to get us to improve to make top 8? And then I asked about marquee players. Would a marquee player come to the Dragons? Can we attract one? Will they actually come? And as Jesse, because I didn't hear the reply, so Jesse said he'll leave to after the grand final.
After the grand final, all right, cool. At least you've been contacting. And we now got Troy from the Parramatta Podcast. How are you, Troy? Welcome back. No Parramatta in the grand final this year, like the Dragons. How you been, mate?
Yeah, pretty good. Thank you for asking me to come back on the show as well. Parramatta knocked out in the knock-on effect cup as well the same week. Oh, you guys, I think, might have knocked us out, I think. Did you? In the prelim?
No, the Warriors knocked you guys out.
The Warriors did. Well, there you go. That's how much attention I take to that one. But, rugby league's the winner at this time of year when your team's not playing. So, yeah.
That's right. So we'll go through the
stadium hasn't been a happy hunting ground for the Dragons this year.
Which
NRL
one?
lost there and New South Wales Cup.
Combank? Yes. Well, there you go. I remember that. We're at round 5, field goal by that player that's going to rugby union, apparently.
Rugby union? Yeah. Who's going to rugby union?
That rugby 360 comp.
Yeah.
Blow Max, Big T.
Yeah.
Oh, blow Max. Listen, Marie Cooper puts her love out there. I asked her to come on again, but she said no. She doesn't want to come on. So.
Hey, but Troy, where did the Dragons finish and where did Parra finish on the table?
This year?
Yeah.
I think
pretty close together.
Yeah. I think we were above Dragons, though, so a bit more of a successful year for Parra, but yeah, I think you might have just been just below us, I think, weren't you?
Yeah, we finished 15th.
Oh, well.
Parra finished the season with 4 straight wins, was it?
Yeah, it was something pretty good like that. But
nice.
We beat one of the grand finalists, actually, as well. So
we beat them both.
Yeah, I know.
As well as Canberra.
I got a stat from this year and last year. So I'll say that a bit later, but yeah.
Okay. All right, Jess, we lost the grand final in the knock-on effect cup. Our effort
30
was
to 12.
30 to 12. Our effort was good, I've got some highlights I'd like to share with you.
I will say first of all, though, Big T.
Yeah, mate.
Our injuries, you know how we've had injuries in first grade all year? It really carried into this team.
Oh, you really did, yeah.
Hame Sele and Connor Mullison went down. And then we lost Loco and Jacob Halangahu in the build-up.
Well, I don't know if that comes on in the highlights, but we'll have a look at some of these.
From the little fella you mentioned earlier, he's the smallest player on the field, but he got up and under. Hanson's deep. They're going to go himself.
Too easy, that one, wasn't it?
Nate Hanson.
Nobody
Myla Graham Taufer says, I'll do it on my own. Maleisen comes up the short side. Ilias early
Oh.
ball. Buchanan.
That's our future.
They've got to sign him up.
Hayden Buchanan.
He doesn't have a contract for next year.
No.
Left, right, left, bang.
I think
Back,
he
we were
will.
leading 6-4.
Boyd.
Yeah.
He's going to kick across the face on this right edge. Two's up, comes down with it, and says, I'll take it out of your hands.
Heads down.
And score. Set 2-2. Outstanding.
What a
Defense from
name,
out
Sedu
again
too.
with a little
Set
help there from
2-2.
St. Grannis. Now Healy finds Boyd. Straight
Yeah,
away.
this is where they got us,
Healy
didn't they?
over. He's got runners everywhere. He finds Healy.
Healy,
And
he
the
looks at that
Warriors
prospect.
go bang, bang.
Bang, bang, indeed.
He's wrapped
Bang,
up
two
only a
tries in
minute.
a row.
Quick play the ball for
And
now.
Finau.
Five out of dummy half and shoots the gun. From Peckham Harris. Thaddeus Lorfa through the hole.
missed
Wants
that tackle.
support. Tuapike's with him. He's done well. He's switched
He
back
was
inside.
raining.
Coming across Williams. And Murdoch Masilla saves a day. But I tell you what.
Oh, now that
This was the bin
Freddie
for
Lussick and
Ilias.
some of the Warriors are screaming for a tackle without the ball and a professional foul here. This is the Dragons.
Wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah, it's Ilias.
Main man called out to talk to the referee and off to the bin.
It's
That
big
was a
play.
turning point in the game.
Lussick appealing to the
wasn't it?
referee. Takes a while to get up. Going. Boyd to a peaky. Numbers, can they lay a tower? Tips it off for two, and they do score. Just too many numbers. His first touch since coming back on. Last tackle. Which way will they go? They go to the right. Boyd will look up. Puts Boot to
There
ball.
it is.
Coming through. Get in there. Ermia Toyama.
Yes.
Clever work, and Eddie was there. Lussick will take the tackle, and the Warriors are out 20-25. Not going to
How
beat New
good
South
how
Wales.
good is young
Cup.
Theory going to
Grand
become?
He only played
Well,
4
there it is,
minutes.
2025. Not going to affect Cup winners, the Warriors. They go on now to play the Burleigh Bears, Billy.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone knows much about this team.
Yeah, all I know is that Warriors will probably win. I mean, I was there at the game, Dad and my brother on Sunday, and we started off with all the momentum. We scored a try, and from what I thought was pretty clean try, but they took it off Jonah Glover, and that pretty much
Yeah.
killed us. And then we managed to fight back into it and make it 6-4, and then
Yeah.
we just looked. Our line speed looked a bit tired as soon as Mulheisen went off. Hame Sele got injured somewhere in that match, and yeah, the Warriors were just too good. I mean, they had 6 wins more than we did during the season. Like it wasn't.
That's
even
right, yeah.
close. So yeah, we did well. We did well to get to the grand final, but there was no stopping them on Sunday, unfortunately.
Did you happen to see it, Jag or Bill or Minai?
Just little bits and pieces of highlights for me.
Yeah.
Mate. The main
I was
thing I went
listening
to
to Donny's commentary.
I saw a lot of complaints from Dragon supporters that some of the NRL Warriors players were coming back to their, to this team, but we'd had the same luxury as well too. Obviously, Halinga was a massive loss in Loco for us.
Yep.
But we can't complain. I mean, geez, I don't know how Tanner Boyd ended up there. I thought if you play so many NRL games, then you wouldn't qualify. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't understand. Donny obviously know. You
We'll have to find that out. If anyone knows in the comments, let us know.
16 games in Cup, and that's enough to qualify. But
Yeah.
Corey Allen could have played in that game, but since he played in our last game against Penrith, he was ineligible, he said.
Oh, jeez. You think they would have
Matt
thought about
Fino
it?
played, and he hardly played Cup all year. So how does that make sense?
Well, Billy,
If anyone knows the story on how you qualify, let us know.
Billy hit that nail on the head. The Warriors have been the team all season, right? They've really
They were 6 wins clear at the top.
Yeah.
Well, I listened to Donny Bell's dulcet tones. Like he called the game on the Mad Dragons Vodcast. Done a great job, mind you. Good on you, Donny.
Good to have him back.
It was good to have him back. That's right. Yeah, we'd love to welcome him back to the VOD if he likes to come back on. I don't know what he's doing. Jag, you want to talk about Dally M's.
Yes, so the Dally M's, they'll be on tomorrow night at the wing stand at Randwick's Racecourse, as they are every year. And the nominees were released the last 24 to 48 hours. We'll get everyone to have a go get running us through the each category in the nominees. So we'll start with the NRL. Big T. So can you run us through our fullback nominees?
Our
And where
fullback
they're
nominees is Ko Weeks from the Raiders, James Tedesco from the Roosters, and Reece Walsh from the Broncos. All had great years. I told you about Ko Weeks 3 years ago. I did tell you.
So if you had to pick the winner, who would you have?
Ko Weeks.
Troy, who do you think is going to take out fullback of the year?
Yeah, look, they've all had great seasons, but I think James Tedesco will get it.
Yeah.
Rob?
Oh, look, I'll be the devil's advocate here, and I'll say Reece Walsh because he's very lovely nail polish, and he also too has had some freaky games. Obviously, some crazy matches he's played. That match against Canberra was just freaking unbelievable. So I'll just be devil's advocate and
All right, Billy, you have a go.
Well, I'm going to go with the majority that said Tedesco, just because the leader he's become with the young squad they had, and the stuff he's still able to do at his age is just ridiculous. So
ridiculous, yeah.
Just consistency is his what he's great at, and they probably made the finals mainly because of him and Sam Walker. So yeah, credit to them.
Actually, Big T, I've got some breaking news. I need your help. Obviously, the Roosters winger with that big name, if you can pronounce it,
Mark Nawaqanitawase,
has said today that if he goes back to Union, he'd like to come back to rugby league and he'll take over from Tedesco at fullback. So
okay.
That's
There you
big, that's big talk from him.
And he's also said too that if he's not picked for Australia, he's going to play for Fiji in the Pacific Championships as well.
Yeah, well.
Will Kevy bite the bullet and pick him? But I reckon James Tedesco as well.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Reece Walsh got it because he's had a big finish to the year.
I only said Ko Weeks because I scouted him. What do I know?
All right. So majority of us say Teddy. Winger of the year. Can you run us through the nominees, please, Rob?
Marky
Mark Nawaqanitawase.
Thanks, Big T. Jacob Carraz, the Dogs. Xavier Coates, the Melbourne Storm. Xavier Savage, Canberra Raiders. And our former Dreams player, Zach Lomax, Parramatta Eagles.
So there's two. There's obviously two spots up the grabs.
Yeah.
Well, Rob, you start us. Who do you think are the best wingers this year?
Look, it's hard to say the best, but amongst this lot, because they're all bloody good, but I've got to give marks to Coates, I reckon, and to Marky Mark. That's who I'd be picking. I think they're both sort of excelled. The others are just are very good as well too, of course. But yeah, Marky Mark for me and Xavier Coates, who's very scared of snakes as well too.
Yeah.
Troy, I know you're inclined to say Zach Lomax, but who do you think?
Yeah, well, I think Mark Nawaqanitawase. There you go. Mark Nawaqanitawase will be one of them. I think you've got the RLPA. I think one of their
Rookie of the year,
Rookie of the Year. So I think he'll get one. Look, I'd love to say Zach Lomax from Parramatta, obviously. I just don't think he's had as good a season as Xavier Coates for Melbourne Storm. I think Xavier takes the big hard hit-outs, just as Zach does as well. Probably Xavier's had more, I guess, impact than Zach at Parramatta. We just saw too much running, I thought, from Zach this year.
Big T, who do you reckon?
I'm going with Troy there. I think Mark Nawaqanitawase, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, at the Sydney Roosters, and Xavier Coates. He's just a freak. I know he missed a few games through injury, but I think he's the wingers of the year. Well, they are the wingers of the year.
They could very well be the Australian wingers.
True.
Yeah.
Billy?
I'm going to go different. I'm going to go Mark and Jacob Kiros. I just think
Yeah.
Jacob Kiros has a big influence on the way the Dogs play, and his runs out of the back is so huge for them. So he's had a great year. I think he got injured at one point, and he's been a beast though. He made New South Wales as well, so I think he doesn't get as much credit as he probably deserves, but I rate him very highly, and I think that him and Marky Mark will be the wingers of the year this year.
Yep, I'm going to go with the majority and go in the Wangani Tawasi and Coates. On the Wangani Tawasi, we've seen what he's done, and he's probably the try of the year as well. That try back in round 11 against the Dogs, and then Xavier Coates. He's a freak in the air as well. And
That one of your
the
mates, Troy?
in the best.
Nah, mate. Nah. Maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, Xavier Coates and Mark Wangani Tawasi for me as well. Centers. Billy, you can run us through the nominees for Centre of the Year.
Right. So first centre from Penrith, Casey McLean, Herbie Farnworth from Dolphins, Katoni Staggs from Broncos, Robert Toyer from the Roosters, and Stephen Crichton from the Bulldogs.
And who's your two picks?
Fuck, this is the toughest one.
Yes.
These are all Herbie Farnworth and Katoni Staggs. I think Staggs has finally tapped in a bit more. He's been very consistent and strong, especially in the final series. Against Raiders and Penrith, he's been super good. So he's my centre. Well, they're both my centres for the year. And I think if Herbie didn't get injured, they probably would have made finals. So that's just what he can do for them.
Anyone have any thoughts on who thinks they'll be centre of the year?
I do.
Yep.
I think it'll be Tony Staggs, and you can't leave Critter out. Stephen Crichton, he's going to be a centre of the year, I think. Him and Katoni.
I'm going to go with Herbie and Katoni Staggs as well. Crichton very close as well, but the Dolphins missed the finals, I think, because losing Herbie a few weeks out from the finals really hurt the Dolphins, and I think it's one of the reasons why they missed out, because he's a real attacking weapon for the Dolphins. Rob, Troy, do you have any thoughts on this one?
I was just going to say Herbie Farnworth and Stephen Crichton. I think the Dogs' success in the first half of the year, he was probably, obviously he's the captain of the side, leader of the side as well. And potentially they could have went further if he didn't get injured. But, Crichton and Farnworth for me.
I think Stagg's been a standout, and you can't go past Crichton. I think from the get-go of the season, pretty much like what Troy said till he got injured, he's been pretty much the best centre. And he's got dogs out of games and individual stuff as well too. So I just think Staggs has been unbelievable, and he could be the difference in them, being Melbourne. To be honest with you, come Sunday. So, if Staggs doesn't get up there, I'll be shocked.
Just on Staggs too, if he chooses to represent Australia, I think he'll be on the plan for the Ashes tour as well.
One thing I'll say, I was surprised that Tolu Kula wasn't in there from Manly, because he had an outrageously good season. I think he scored 17 tries in about 21 games. So, unlucky to not make that list, but I think he's definitely going to be in that area of great centres for years to come. So,
all right, 5/8. Only 3 nominees here, but who wants to have a go? So, Big T, you can read out the nominees.
Cameron Munster from Melbourne, Ethan Strange had a great year down the Raiders, and Matt Burton, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. It looks like he's on the out at the Bulldogs.
Well, Gus has denied that.
Yeah, Gus reckons he's staying.
Gus denies signing kick out. Gus denies everything.
Because there's talk that young Mitch Woods will play half and Galvin at 5'8" next year. And then Connor Tracy and
that's
Matt
right.
Burton could be the casualties of that.
Should we go for Burton? Bring Burton to the Dragons?
I'd like to see him and Atkinson together in the halves.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
I think it'll be Munster, though. I think Munster's got the run on this one. He's
I'm going to go with Ethan
outstanding.
Strange.
Yeah, same. Ethan Strange for me.
Come on. Munster won the Origin, mate.
So you only,
Munster won Origin.
it's only one player. I definitely lead to Munster. I think just all class. You know what I mean? Absolutely top 5'8" in the game. So I agree with Big T. As much as I love Strange and he's done very well, I think they'll go the class. You know what I mean? It's
Big
easy.
key for Melbourne this weekend too, isn't he, Rob?
Oh, 100%, mate. He played so well in the last match as well too. You know, in that Queensland State of Origin series, his dad passed away, and look at the way he played. I mean, far out. Big T, you got to say that was Wally Lewis, like leading from in front. So, mate, he has to be. I can't see how you wouldn't pick Munster, to be honest with you. And nothing against the other boys.
Billy.
I mean, the points that Rob just stated are very true. And I think that with Daly M, they tend to pick the more, consistent players. But Ethan, something about Ethan Strange this year was just so ridiculously good. Like his running game, his strength. He's so strong for a 5'8". Like he breaks tackles. There's a game against Manly, he scored like 3 tries. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ethan Strange out of hope that he wins because I like the way he plays. But I think Munster could win it. But I'm gonna stick with Ethan Strange.
And Canberra missed him outside in that final against Cronulla.
Yeah, big time.
He sets up all their attacks, so
He
was a huge loss for him.
Yeah. And like the Bulldogs, they went out boom, boom, straight sets. Straight sets, they were going.
So there's the halfback of the year. Troy, can you run us through the nominees for the halfback of the year?
Nathan Cleary from the Panthers, Jamal Fogarty from the Raiders, and Isaiah Katoa from the Dolphins. 3 great players there. I would probably say Jamal Fogarty for halfback of the year. Look, Canberra, they were nobody's pick for obviously minor premiership this year, but they ended up getting there, and off the back of him, probably didn't have the final series he wanted, but a lot of their success was around him.
Big T?
Yeah, I do like Isaiah Katoa. He's a great player up for the Dolphins. I wouldn't like him at the Dragons, but Nathan Cleary, the way he steered the Panthers to close to the grand final. I think I'm going to go Nathan Cleary for this one. I think he done well all year. That last game he didn't play too well, but
Big T,
Nathan
look who's
Cleary.
just wandered in.
Yes. Mohammed did. How are you, buddy?
Not bad yourself, guys. Sorry for the lateness. Just got a bit caught up.
You're all right. Welcome to the vodcast.
You're on this side of the pod this time.
That's right, yes. He's not watching anymore, putting comments up. What about your halfback of the year, Mohammed? What do you think about that?
Halfback of the year.
Dally M, halfback of the year. Nathan Cleary, Jamal Fogarty, Isaiah Katoa.
You can't pick Cole Flanagan.
No, absolutely not. I think Isaiah Katoa, to be honest.
Yeah, that's right.
Isaiah Katoa has been on it. He's been awesome for the Dolphins, to be honest.
Yeah. How about everybody else?
I'm going to go with Cleary.
Cleary,
Just.
yeah.
I'm going to go.
I'll pick Cleary.
Yeah.
I think they'll pick Cleary.
They'll probably pick Cleary, but I want Isaiah Katoa to win. I mean, he had probably 30 try assists. He's very unpredictable and creative as well. Like, you don't know whether he's going to play into the line or go out the back. He's like a confusing player to defend against. So, for such a young fella, I think he's 19, 20, 21 years old. Freak of nature. And he'll be up there again next year and the year after. And that, I think he's a player of the future for sure. So,
New South Wales halfback Billy.
I reckon eventually Cleary might be injured 1 year. He'll be straight in. So, yeah.
Hey, don't forget about Mitchell.
Oh yeah, Mitchell Moses. Yeah, no. Mitchell Moses.
Moses will be 5'8".
He's also injured a lot, which is really shit.
It is.
So,
It is.
otherwise, Parra would have had a much better year if he didn't get injured from Origin. But you know what? Can't complain about it anymore. Season's done. Yeah, I want Isaiah Katoa to win, so that's who I'm going to pick.
All right, front rowers now. Big T, take us through the nominees for the front rowers of the year.
Adam Fanua-Blake from the Sharkies, Josh Papali'i from Canberra Raiders, Payne Haas. What a game he had last week in the qualifier. Played 80 minutes, 185 metres, 46 tackles. Stefano Utoikamanu from Melbourne. And Terrell May, who had a surprising year at the Tigers. But I think you can't go past Payne Haas. Like I said, he played 80 minutes last week against the Panthers. 185 metres and 185 metres and 46 tackles. What a great effort. I think I'm going to go Stefano Utoikamanu from the Melbourne Storm. He's in the grand final, so let him go there. Payne Haas and Stefano, my two.
I'm going to go with Adam Fanua-Blake and Payne Haas. I love Stefano's comments, though, today from the media. That was gold.
Yeah. He took a dig at him. Finally, a bit of biff, but hopefully that carries on to the field because that'd be entertaining as.
I know Rob's talked about how well the Sharks pack is, and he's added a lot to that Sharks pack this year. They've improved a hell of a lot, and Payne Haas, he just picks himself the way he's in. Not many front rows can play 80 minutes in the modern game, and in a high-pressure prelim final last Sunday, he was outstanding.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I think AFB and Payne Haas all day for the week to win this award. I think they're just standouts, you know what I mean? But big Stefano's, he's definitely put a bit of a rod in his back. He's put it out there. You know, I was a big fan of Chop, so you've got to walk the walk now. You talk the talk. But yeah, Stefano's put it on the forwards of the Broncos. Mohamed, you'll understand, he's called them Hamaras, donkeys, you know, all this sort of stuff. So watch out, Stefano, because I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game, that's for sure. But good on him for, you know, saying what he wants to say.
All right, you want to have a go, Mo? You have a pick for your front rows of the year?
I reckon Papali'i and Haas, I think.
Yeah. Papali'i, he had a big year at State of Origin, first come back to State of Origin after retiring from State of Origin. And Queensland won the State of Origin. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yi-yi.
You couldn't help yourself, could you, Big T? You can't help yourself.
I couldn't help myself, just Papali'i. Or Papali, depends on.
We've got another victory too. There's basically two Queensland teams in the grand final.
Basically. But I'm not a Queensland. I'm a Queensland fan. Yes, I am, but not so much the Broncos. But I want to see them win it this year. But Payne Haas and Stefano, two grand final props. That's who's going to be there.
I'm going to say Payne Haas and Terrell May from the Tigers.
Ooh.
I think the Tigers had a better season than what they've had over the last 3 years. Especially at the start of the year, he was playing some pretty good footy, and all the talk about the Tigers was basically about him and the way he was playing. He was in line for a State of Origin berth, except for his crazy computer games playing, but apparently. So, I'm going to go Payne Haas and Terrell May.
Billy, you want to have a stab?
Well, I'll agree with Troy. Payne Haas's influence and Terrell May's influence. I've been saying that word a lot tonight, influence. But, you know, it's it's an infection, like a good infection, you know. I mean, Terrell Mace coming to that Tiger side that's won the wooden spoon 3 years in a row, and his tackle percentage rate is 97.5%, and Payne Haas's is 98.5%. So probably two of the best defenders in the league, and both their offenses are pretty good as well, especially Payne Haas. We all know about that. So yeah, I'm going to go with those two lads to win the Daily M props this year.
All right.
There must be something in the main name, Jess, because when his brother came to the club, they picked up as well. He brought more grunt to the Tigers, so it must be the name, mate. We should have signed it.
He got upgraded to top 30 as well.
Well, he knows what his name is because he's got it tattooed on his neck. So
across his neck, mate. It's huge, isn't it? But it says, when he looks in the mirror, it says Yam. So
he's a potato.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hooker. Rob, can you run us through the nominees for Hooker of the Year?
Abby Coruscant, West Tigers, and this guy Burleigh from the Sharks. He's a very, very good hooker, and Tom Starling at the Canberra Raiders.
And who do you think will be the winner?
Only one, right? I'd like to think Starling is, should get selected, but I've got a gut feeling that Burleigh will win. I think Burleigh's gone on another level, and we're talking about future players playing Origin. I think he could be an Origin player of the future as well too. So I don't know. I think he might get the chocolates.
Big T.
I don't know. Where's that Harry Grant? Shouldn't Harry Grant be up there?
He got suspended, so he's not allowed.
There you go. I'm going to go Blake Brayley from Cronulla. He led them so well this year. His dummy half runs were outstanding, and he's a good player. I like him. So yeah, Blake Brayley.
I'm going to go with Blake Brayley too. If anything happens to Harry Grant too, I'd have him on the plane to England as the backup hooker. And I agree with Rob. I think he could very well be the New South Wales hooker next year. I think he's usurped Reece Robson in our number one hooker in the state.
Yeah.
And who wants to have the next say on this?
Tom Starling. Go Tom Starling. I'm not picking that animal from the Sharks. No way. No way. I will not pick anyone from the Sharks ever. So, yeah. I mean, Appy's been a bit on some games and off some games, but I'll put someone in there, right? I don't know who else. Maybe. No, I don't know who else. So,
well, my question is, how come there's only 3 nominees instead of 4? Isn't there usually always 4?
Yeah, that's what I'm a bit confused about. There usually is 4, but even with fullback, they did 3. So,
Jacob Little.
I mean, probably the bench screwed him a bit. So,
yeah.
Mo, what do you reckon?
I think it's between Starling and Brayley. It's a hard one, that one.
Yeah,
I think I'll go Starling, I reckon.
Why do you think Starling?
He just had a good year, consistent year for the Raiders, I reckon.
Yep.
But, you're talking about the 3 there, I reckon who's unlucky because he's moved and played different positions for the Broncos is Walters. I reckon Walters, if he played hooker most of the season, he would be right up there as well. He's been bloody good.
Mitch Kenny.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. He's good as well.
He's very underrated in that Penrith system. They always talk about Cleary and Yeo and Edwards and all them, but Kenny does a lot of work for that team.
It's Abby, but I don't know how Abby gets in front of a couple of those other boys, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he didn't have a great year. He was good, but
no, not standout.
You got to look where they finished on the table as well. Like they improved, but I don't think he was in the top 3 hookers in the game this year.
He must have just polled maximum points in the games that he did rather than the other players. That's why he's nominated.
Obviously based on the points, yeah. It was like when Benny Hunt was at the Dragons, he was always getting Dally M points, right? Because there's no one else to pick.
No one else doing anything.
Yeah, like a team like Penrith, they'd share the points between their players.
Yeah, true. So you got to think of it like that as well, too, I suppose.
Back rowers now. Mo, you can run us through the nominees for the back rowers.
To be honest, it's a bit. It's I don't want to score on the screen. It's a bit hard, a bit difficult for me to see it.
Okay.
If Big T or someone could read them out.
Yeah.
All right, Big T, you go then.
Oh, me, Angus Crichton from the Sydney Roosters. Eli Katoa from the Melbourne Storm. He's a great player. Hudson Young from the Raiders. Liam Martin, Penrith Panthers. And I like Lika Halasima from the New Zealand Warriors. He had a very good year. Debut year, I think, maybe, or maybe second year.
His first full year, he debuted last year.
Yeah. But Eli Katoa and Alika Halasima for me, I think they've both been great players. Angus Crichton is a good player. Hudson Young, Liam Martin. Liam Martin's a grub.
He is.
Did you see him? Yeah, he's a grub. No,
should have been sin bin on Sunday.
Should have been 100%. Should have been.
He's a good grub though.
No,
I dislike him very much.
No.
I'd like him in our team, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind him in our team.
Yeah. Well, he wouldn't be a grub if he was in our side. No chance.
He couldn't afford to be as grubby in our team.
That's right, yeah.
He wouldn't get away with it.
Eli Katoa and Lika for me.
Troy, you have a go.
Yeah, I think Hudson Young from Canberra will be one of them. I think after his little antics in Las Vegas, he really turned it around and led from the front and obviously played Origin and probably will play for Australia as well. And I will say Angus Crichton as well from the Roosters as the other one. You just sort of expect that from him each and every year. And again, played Origin and probably will play for Australia as well. And you just know what you're going to get from him.
All right, Mo, you can have a pick for this one.
I think Crichton and Young from the Raiders, I reckon.
Yep.
Okay. Rob.
I think Hudson Young has had a pretty standout season. I mean, all these players deserve to be where they are. And Liam Martin, I think he's just been one of those players that I think he'll get the chocolates as well too. One of my mates said to me the other day, that was a Dragons player that ran in. He just kept running out to the sideline. We got 10 minutes automatically. He wouldn't even wait for the bunker or the ref. So, yeah, you're right, Big T. Liam Martin's a bit of a grub, but he certainly got some mongrel about him. And,
I like grubs. I don't mind them.
Yeah, so it's good for teams. You know what I mean?
It is.
Jeremy
We've got a
Smith
pest as our assistant coach next year.
So sorry, mate.
We've got a pest as our assistant coach next year.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go down. Jeez, you'll shoot Flanagan's ear off.
At least he can stop talking about Cleary. That's the main problem.
No, that won't stop him.
He might do
sure.
He still has his Fox job.
Hey, Billy, will he do the Viking clap at training?
You know what? He should. He
did the Viking clap at the Raiders that year at the Sharks when they
in the semi-final. Yeah.
That was class. That was world class. That's all-time grubbiness right there. I don't think the Raiders fans have forgiven him yet. So,
who do you think, Billy?
Mate, can I just say the back rowers in the NRL are probably the best players. Like, you look at every team's back row stocks, and they're all strong. Like, they're all good players. I think the bench forwards obviously a bit different, but starting back rowers, it says a lot. So, Leka Halasima will probably win Rookie of the Year for me. So I'm going to go Elisa Katoa and Hudson Young to win the back rowers of the year in the Daily Awards come tomorrow.
I agree with you there, Billy. I think the same. Eli Katoa's really gone to another level. He's probably arguably the best back row in the comp right now. And Hudson Young played all 3 Origins for New South Wales, and as Troy said, he'll probably be on the plane to England for the Ashes as well.
Yeah.
Lock. All right, Billy, run us through the nominees for Lock of the Year.
All right, so this is a small one, but Aaron Clark from the Warriors, Isaiah Yeo from Penrith, and Nafahu White from the Roosters. I started off. I think Aaron Clark is the Lock of the Year, personally. I just think his work rate in the middle of the field was just really good for the Warriors. Probably a key part of them making the run during the year. He also was good with Luke Metcalf as well. So, yeah, Aaron Clark, for me, his work rate was unbelievable.
Rob?
Oh, look, I agree exactly with what Billy's saying, but I think maybe Big T said it before. I think with these things with the judges, they'll go with that experienced guy that, I just can't see. I think Isaiah will get it. I just think that's just what they do, unfortunately. Aaron Clark will have his time, but yeah, he keeps playing the way he is. And, clearly he gets a lot of accolades, but, Isaiah plays a big role in that Penrith team. And they could have quite easily been the grand final on Sunday too, to be fair.
And he's the state and test captain as well.
Yeah, 100%. So I think, judges will just, it's, you know what I mean? It's a bit hard not to pick him,
I'm going to go Smokey. I'm going to go Nafaha White. He's had a great year. The Roosters lost a lot of key forwards last year, and really Nafaha White's really stepped up and really cemented his spot. 13 was Victor Radley's role. He's taken it off him. I think he'll be the 13 for the Roosters moving forward, and he's a key part of that Roosters side now.
He did play a bit of front row though too. Does that count against him?
They must have taken into account probably he's played most of his games at 13, because I know he played a big chunk of them towards the back end of the year, moving Radley to the edge.
Yeah, majority of the year he was at lock, but I think there was a couple of games where he was in the front row. But Nafahu White is also been good, but I don't think he'll win it. So,
who do you think, Troy?
Aaron Clark from New Zealand. I think I think he might have been their player of the year this year. I think I'm not 100% sure on that one, but certainly had a new lease of life from going there from the Gold Coast this year. So he was one of their key players all season.
Who do you think, Mo?
I think Isaiah is just, and once again, just so consistent, But those other two players did really well this year as well.
Yep, fair. And Big T?
Yeah, I'm going to go with what Bender says there, Aaron Clark by furlongs. I don't know what he meant. I don't know what Bender meant by this one. Is this the Shadow Realm panel? I'm not sure. But Aaron Clark, I think.
All right.
Aaron Clark.
Next category, Rookie of the Year. Troy, I know you'll be busting to get this one out. So, I did have Robert Toyer's photo on there. I don't know what happened to it, but run us through the rookie contenders.
Well, that can't be any good for Robert Toyer if his picture's not even there. So he's one of the nominations. Lika Halasima as well from the Warriors, and Isaiah Iongi from Parramatta. And yes, you're right, Isaiah Iongi is my choice. A lot of people sort of criticised Jason Riles for the selection that he made, and when Gutho moved on to you guys, and we had a player who played one game for Penrith, but he was probably the player of the year at Parramatta, I guess. Well, he was the rookie of the year at Parramatta this year, and very close to being the player of the year. So just that speed that he's got at the back, scores tries, try assists. I think Isaiah.
There's talk he might debut for Tonga in the Pacific Championships.
Yeah, in the number 6 jersey, with Lehigh Hopewadi taking the number 1. So, look, he'll be able to handle it. But it's not his best position, but he'll be able to handle it.
Big T.
I think I'm going to go again with Bender. Good on you, Bender. I'm going to go Lika. I just like what he did this year. Played long minutes, and I think he'll take it away.
Rob.
I'm going to do one for Troy here. I'm going for Isaiah. He's a freak of a player. That sidestep, incredible. Reminds me of Benji Marshall back in the day. I mean, not so big as Benji's, but What a freak of a player. I mean, hey, Troy, can we swap him for Gutho?
No chance. No chance.
You can have him back.
No,
Isaiah's going to be our next 10-year fullback, so nah.
Good stuff.
yeah. No, mate. I'm just following your lead, Troy. Look. I mean, obviously, Halasima as well too, as well as Irving, and Robert Toy's a good player too. So
Played for Queensland.
Robert
Robert Toyer played for Queensland. Queensland won the state of origin. Oh, yippee, yippee, yeah. There you go. Look. Yeah.
Mo,
Anyway,
who do you think will be the rookie of the year?
I think Iongi.
Iongi from the Parramatta Eels.
I'm going to go with Smokey. I'm going to go Robert Toyer. Had a big year for the Roosters. After 10 NRL games, he made his Origin debut and went on to play finals football. I think he became a key part of that Roosters side as well. And I think he'll be debuting for Tonga in the Pacific Championships with Iongi and Halasima actually. So I think they'll all be in the Tonga team.
Hey Jesse, you got Big T excited. Goes back to coin.
What a try! That's not a try. That's a miracle.
And where's Billy Boy?
Yeah. What's coach of the year?
He's taking a break.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go to the next nominations.
But he would have said Isaiah anyway as well.
All right. So Big T, take us through the nominees for the captain of the year.
Here he is again, Jimmy Tedesco. He's in the offering again. Nathan Cleary from the Panthers and Critter from the Bulldogs. So, yeah, James Tedesco is going to sweep the pool this year. I think he just does so much for the Roosters. He's just there 80%, 100% of the game. 80 minutes. He's in everywhere, man. That's right, exactly right. I think Jimmy will get this as captain of the year.
Troy?
Yeah, I agree. James Tedesco. Look, he had a lot of responsibility when all those players left at the start of the year, and he pretty much had to carry the Roosters. I mean, they do have other good players as well, but his leadership on the field, and as T said, he's everywhere and anywhere on the field and scores tries and the like. But I think just having him on the field for the Roosters, I think they all look to him for leadership, and yeah, he'll scoop the pools.
Mo, who do you think?
I reckon Critter.
Critter?
Stephen Crichton, I reckon.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Had a good year for the Dogs, yep. Rob?
Oh, look, I agree with Tedesco. From where the Roosters were, and also too, he didn't get selected in State of Origin. I still think he's probably almost nearly the best fullback in the game. He took a hard knock there, not getting selected. Yet he stood up for his team. And they probably got ambushed by the Sharks in that semi-final. But I was thinking the Roosters could have been one of these teams that could have come from outside the outside the 4 to win the grand final. So it's massive of Tedesco to lead the team. And for them to make the bloody top 8, was a huge effort as a captain. So, I find it hard for him, as much as Cleary, bloody hell. And Crichton, as Mo said, fantastic captains as well, too, and lead by example. God, I'd love to have some of these players at the Dragons, mate.
I'd have to agree with Teddy. I think he's going to win the main award as well. From where the Roosters were, where they started the year and the way they stormed into the finals, I think it was on the back of him and the way he performed. He's a great leader and probably would have been on the plane to England as well, but he withdrew today due to family commitments.
His brother's wedding.
Yep. Which is understandable.
You go back and play for Italy. Don't worry about that.
Well, at least he didn't get married in football season. It was after footy season. But just
his brother's clever then.
The test matches are after the season, so
he's got $50,000 worth of teeth too. Don't forget as well too.
All right, Rob, the coach of the year. Well, run us through the nominees for that category.
We've got Cameron Ciraldo from the Bulldogs, Michael Maguire from the Broncos. What a run they've had. and Ricky Stewart for the Canberra Raiders. And how can Craig Bellamy not get in there as well too? I'm very shocked Craig Bellamy's not in there.
He must have got suspended.
either.
Yeah, he must have got suspended.
No Ivan either.
Probably in the box, mate, for throwing stuff around in the box. What do you reckon?
But Ivan didn't make it to the grand final, so that's a bit of bad luck, hey?
Yeah.
Doesn't go on who made the grand finals, goes on the 27 rounds.
That's right.
Yeah. 100%. Do you want to sit with me? Look, I thought Ricky Stewart, and I just thought that, I know they went out in straight sets, but I just thought with what he did with the Raiders, I think I had him down as last or in the bottom four with my picks on our panel. And it's just a huge effort from Ricky. So, but he's saying that mad,
Huge effort.
and the players spewing all this and pretty hard on him and Tiger Town and all this sort of stuff. And now they're in a grand final. And then you got Serraldo, who obviously has done some great work with the Dogs as well. And
he got dudded mid-year, Serraldo.
Yeah.
What happened with the Galvin signing?
He got dudded. He got dudded big time.
Like Gus. But look, Ricky Stewart, I think, based on all of the, I always thought from halfway to the end of the season, he was going to be coach of the year. So I think Ricky, Sticky.
I reckon Ricky as well. They had basically no chance to make the. They were given all the critics had the Raiders getting the spoon or finishing down that lower end of the table, and to get the minor premiership with that very young side. With a little bit of experience there as well, and I think they'll learn from their mistakes this year, and they'll be better for the run next year. I think Ricky will be the coach of the year. Troy?
Yeah, Ricky Stewart, won a premiership for Canberra, and as you guys have said, that most people predicted them to be down the bottom of the ladder, but they're on the top of the ladder. Look, Michael Maguire, he's done a great job as well, but he pretty much inherited a side. Ricky had to build one, or not build one, but as you said, he had young players in his side. So, and it was the young players that really stood up this year. So, Ricky Stewart for mine.
Mo?
Yeah, Ricky Stewart.
Oh, unanimous.
All right. The Proven Summons Medal. So this is for True Spirit of the Game Award. So Jerome Luai and Lachlan Govan, when Lachlan Govan was still at the Tigers, Jamal Fogarty and Zach Lomax.
Do you know what the True Spirit of the Game event was or moment was?
Well, please explain.
I don't recall any of them.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so here it is. So Galvin. Okay, I've got it here. Just trying to bring it up. Okay, so it's Galvin and Luai coming together after their game when the Tigers played the Bulldogs. So they hugged each other.
Okay.
That's what it's for.
Okay.
Zach Lomax.
It would have been probably what he did on the field to that little kid.
That kid, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before the NRL game, he consoled him. He was having a bit of a hard time, so he consoled him. And I've seen him at training as well with the kids as well, just lifting their spirits as well.
And Jamal Fogarty got it for... trying to find what he got it for. Oh, Jamal Fogarty showed great professional throughout the year on and off the field through the work in the community. So he's a Ronald McDonald House Charities Ambassador, supports rare childhood cancer research, and regularly participates in the Bimberi Youth Justice Program, which assists young people in developing skills and techniques to re-enter the community. Probably the Zach Lomax thing, I think we'll get that.
Okay. They hugged. Is that what they did? They hugged.
Luai and Galvin, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
That's hard to believe, isn't it? I mean,
I know.
Just because Galvin left the club, and how many players cuddle each other after a game that have switched clubs and whatever.
I think probably because the way he left, and Luai was one of the ones that he said,
antagonists.
Team first mentality, and when Taruva and all the other players said, "Oh, get him out." Rob, what do you think's going to win that one?
It's a strange one, isn't it? Because I know Tommy Turbo and Jake do a lot for special needs kids as well. Outside the game.
Yeah.
And they run days and like sporting things and all that. So that Jerome Luai and Galvin, that's just so pissy that they got nominated. I mean, that's ridiculous. So as for the Lomax thing and the Fogarty thing, can I just say both? Because if either one of them win, then they truly deserve it for what they've done. They're generally doing stuff for younger, for children, and obviously, for older as well too. That with Fogarty and the community. So one of them, they deserve it. But Luai, Galvin, are you serious? Seriously, that's ridiculous. Nomination.
All right, now it's time for the NRLW nominees.
Oh Jesus!
Not
We're gonna
everyone. So we'll just
gonna go for a week.
Big T, run us through the fullback nominees.
Abby Church, Parramatta Eels, Jakeya Whitfield, North Queensland Cowboys, Tunic up to the Broncos. I'm just kidding. Abby Church from the Parramatta. Abby Church from the Parramatta Eels, Jakeya Whitfield from North Queensland Cowboys, and Tamika Upton from the Broncos.
Who's your pick, Big T?
Easy.
I'm gonna go for Troy's girl, Abby Church.
Good man.
She had a great Tamika Upton, fantastic year into the grand final. I think Abby Church might have just pipped her.
Abby Church had a good year for Parramatta, Troy, and made her Origin debut as well.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Look, Tamika will probably get it, but Abby Church, great year, made a Origin debut. Is one of the key players at the Parramatta Eels, captained them as well. Look, Tamika will probably get it, but Abby should get it.
Rob, Mo, do you want to have a say if you know?
I think from what I saw, I think Tamika Upton did okay. I mean, to be fair, because I didn't watch all the games, so what I saw, I think Tamika Upton did okay. Good.
I absolutely agree with Troy. I think Tamika Upton will get it. Just popularity. Abby Church has done great things for the Eels, but Upton's the talk of the town. You listen to the commentary. You just listen to the commentary. I mean, it's Upton this, Upton that. You know what I mean? So I think, unfortunately, Troy, it's just one of those things. You know what I mean? It'll be. I'll pick that particular player on popularity, and I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, we might have seen Tegan Berry nominated if it wasn't for suspension.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be saying the play for sure.
But yeah, I think Tamika Upton, Jakeya Whitfield's a good player too. Had a good year at the Cowboys, her first year at fullback. Very, very well. All these three players could be playing in the Pacific Championships for the Jillaroos. I know Upton is probably going to be the fullback. Church could be the backup in that squad. Troy.
Yeah, 100%.
Wingers of the year, Big T. Can you run us through the nominees for wingers of the year?
Again, Martha Matelli from the Parramatta Eels, Peyton Takamoana from New Zealand Warriors, Phoenix Rain Hippie from Gold Coast, Sheridan Gallagher from Newcastle, and Taina Navidi from the Sydney Roosters.
Yep. I'm going to go with Peyton Takamoana and I'm going to go with Taina Navidi. Martha Mata has been a good pickup though for you guys, Big Troy.
Yeah, so I'll say Martha Mataeli, first season rugby league, and Taina Navidi. I think she played for Parramatta back in the day as well, so doing great things for the Roosters as well. So I'll go those two.
And Peyton Takamoana actually got 15 tries this year. 15 tries. Broke Tegan Berry's record for most tries in a season.
Bitch.
Have a pick, Big T.
Peyton Taki Moana from New Zealand Warriors because she scored 15 tries this year and she beat Tegan Berry's record, 15 tries. And Phoenix Rain Hippie. She had a great game against us, I thought it was. I think it was our game. But yeah, she thinks she scored 2 tries and just blitzed us out wide. I'm going to go Phoenix Rain Hippie and Peyton Taki Moana.
Mo, do you want to have a say or you want to stay out of that one?
I think the Warriors winger, like you said, 15 tries as well.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I think the Roosters as well, consistent as well. I think the Roosters winger.
Oh, Navidi. Yep. All right, centre of the year. Some pretty hotly contested centres here. What a nomination crew here. Isabel Kelly, Jessica Sergis. So Isabel Kelly and Jess Sergis, both from the Roosters. Julie Robinson, Mele Funga from the Broncos. And Tiana Penatani-Gray from the Sharks. For me, I'm going to go with Isabel Kelly and Julia Robinson. They both had outstanding seasons. Julie Robinson's first year at centre. She played all her career on the wing, but it's really taken the game by storm moving to centre. And Isabel Kelly, what a mammoth effort too. She had copped an elbow to her teeth a couple of weeks ago and is back playing within a week. That's an amazing effort.
Tough bitch.
Yeah.
Kelly and Robinson for me.
Kelly and Robinson as well.
Kelly and Sergis for me. I think Roosters are going to scoop the pool. They went through the season undefeated. And they get a chance to go undefeated for the season in the grand final. Clean sweep. I'm going to go Kelly and Sergis.
Troy.
Kelly and Robinson. For me, as you said, first year in centre for Robinson. Has killed it. The Broncos are in the grand final. She scored tries. And Isabel Kelly, well, you see what you get every week from her. Scores tries, get the run meters, makes the tackles. So those two for me.
All right. Rob, do you want to have a say?
I'll go Kelly for your reasons that you were talking about. And I know some of the girls. I was going to throw Millie in there because it looks like our centre that we've got for the Dragons. So,
What, Moses Sully?
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Like the
she's a beast.
Yeah,
she is. I love Melee. She's absolutely fantastic. But someone had to say
it. She's a bit scary, actually, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't want to take it 1-on-1, that's for sure.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
All right.
5'8". Just the 3 nominees. Gail Broughton from the Broncos. It's her last game for the club this weekend before she goes home to the Wires next year. So she'll be hoping to go home with a grand final win. Jocelyn Keller has been enormous for the Roosters this year. Has stepped up too in the absence of Taryn Aiken. And Patricia Marliepo for the Warriors had a great year in her first year in rugby league, coming over from rugby. And I think could very well be in the New Zealand team for the Pacific Championships. Troy, do you have a pick here?
Jocelyn Keller made Origin debut, I think, this year. And goal kicking is pretty good as well. And as you said, had to step it up with Taryn Aiken out of the side this year with injury. So, and the fact that the Roosters are in the grand final and undefeated as well and playing a key position.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Kelleher and the way she's playing, I think she'll be in that Jillaroo squad. Big T.
Patricia Maliepo, because I like saying Maliepo. Patricia Maliepo. I think she'll get it from New Zealand Warriors. Kelleher, great year. And Brickenshaw and Broughton at the Broncos, they're a great combination.
Mo, you want to have a say?
I think the Broncos and the Warriors girls.
So you're going with Gail Broughton?
Yeah.
Rob?
Well, Jess, because you're the walking encyclopedia of NRLW girls, right, which is true, I'm just going to back you. I'm going to second you and third you. Keller, smart way to go.
All right, halfback of the year. So take us through the nominees for this one, Troy. 3 pretty good nominations here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Taron Aiken from the Roosters, Lauren Brown from the Gold Coast Titans, and Jesse Southwell from Newcastle Knights.
I'll go first. Hands down, Jesse Southwell. He's had
Is she going the Broncos, Jess?
There's talk that it's all but signed.
That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible.
Where's that leave the Knights in the competition? Yeah,
terrible. Terrible.
I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Jesse Southwell. I'm surprised Rachel Pearson didn't make this list because she had a good year as well. Troy, Taron Aiken only played 4 games, so that's a bit unfair on the other halfbacks that played all year.
Yeah, definitely. She was a key player in Parramatta's side this year. Had a few try assists and goal kicking as well. So, yeah, she is unlucky to not get a nomination. But, yeah, I'd probably have to go Jesse Southwell from Newcastle.
Big T, who do you think?
Jesse Southwell. Let's go a clean sweep. Jesse Southwell.
Rob, you think the same?
I'm the same, man. I've watched a few games of her play.
She cost the
She
$400.
got the fine. $400. Geez, that's all she got paid for the year. Yeah. All right, what's next? Big LC. I love you, darling.
All right, run us through the front rowers.
Who, me? Ellie Johnson from Cronulla, Elsie Albert from Parramatta, Jessica Elliston from the Gold Coast, Otessa Poulet from the Roosters, and Rima Butler from the Roosters. They've also got Amber Hall at the Roosters, and another big player. I can't think of her name, but Elsie had a great year, didn't she?
Yeah, we'll just keep it to one person having a vote, so we'll hurry this up.
We'll go to Troy.
Go with Ellis. Okay, Troy, have a pick.
Yeah, Elsie Albert missed a lot of football last year. Massive season this year. So, yeah, I'll go for Elsie in this one.
All right. Hooker. Emma Manzelman from the Cowboys, Jada Ferguson from Broncos, and Keely Davis from the Roosters. Big T.
I think you got the Roosters and you got the Broncos both up there. They're both great players. Keely Davis, I think. Keely Davis.
All right. Back rowers. I'm going to go with Kezi Apps and Yasmin Clydesdale, two of the consistent players in the game, probably the two the best back rowers, and will be walk-up starts for the Gillaroos team. Lock. Rob, give us your pick for lock.
To be honest with you, I have to. I can't pick, so I'll have to let yourself, Jess.
Well,
Olivia Koenig.
Yeah, she's had a fantastic year.
Troy?
Yeah, Olivia Koenig from the Roosters, following up from last year, playing some good footy this year as well. So, yeah, Olivia Koenig.
She'll be a Dally M chance again, I think.
Yeah.
Captain? Who wants to have a stab at captain?
Well, you'd probably have to say Isabel Kelly, I'd say.
Isabel Kelly.
Yeah, you just
Jesse
expect it from
a good shout.
Yeah.
She had a good year.
Yeah. You'd probably have to say Isabel Kelly, I think.
Coach of the year? John Strange, I think. Ricky Henry's made the Cowboys into the finals for the first time, but John Strange going to go through the entire season undefeated. He's going to get it, I think. Rookie of the year, Big T. We've got a Dragon finally nominated.
You'll be out there. And she's going to win it too. Indy Bostock and Georgia Illawarra Dragons.
I hope so, because Donnie Bell said she wasn't.
Her brother won it last year. Wouldn't that be a first? Brother and then sister.
That'd be awesome.
So, Province Summons Medal. I'm just going to go with Isabel Kelly. She's scooped up every other award. I'm going to go with that one. And that's the Dally M's. Now we'll move on to the big games.
First game we'll talk about. The state championships. New Zealand Warriors versus the Burleigh Bears. How good's that, eh? As they went in there, Rob, do you want to read out the? We'll get Troy to read out the Burleigh Bears team, because as you see there, Luke Burt was the coach, the ex Parramatta legend.
Yes, he has been up there for a couple of years now. Nico Mealy, Leo and Watson on the wings, Salu Luma and Pere in the centres, Rogers, Hamilton, the halves, Baker, Roach and Colner is your front row, Christensen and Moore and Costa are your back row, and on the bench, Cole Geyer, Lorenzo Mulatalo, Mappa Palani and Lachlan Sheldon is your bench, and Jordan Scott is the 18th man. Coached by, as you said, he played, I think, 2 games, last year at Parramatta in NRL. But yeah, he's twin brother.
Nice. Luke Burt, what a player for Parramatta he was.
Yeah, absolute legend. Great goal kicker as well. So he can kick him from the sideline as well. So scores some tries as well.
Queensland Cup team that won the grand final playing the team that won the New South Wales Cup.
Correct.
This is Fletcher and Heidi teased Corey Oates, wasn't it, last year? And so that he'd be playing for the Burleigh Bears under Luke Burt, because he wasn't good enough to play in the Broncos.
Yeah,
I remember that episode. So Luke Burt, the coach, awesome.
Now he's up for Wing of the Year. Wow,
and they're playing the Wars.
Pardon?
They're playing the Wars.
Playing the Wars, they are. Don't know too much about that side. Didn't watch too much Queensland Cup, but I like saying my Papa Lungi.
Josh Rogers has played for the Broncos.
I thought so, yeah.
He's not related to Matt Rogers, is he? Josh Rogers is not related to Matt Rogers?
I don't think so.
What about Steve Rogers?
Father,
Anyway, Jesse. Can you run us through? Look at that amount of letters in that team. Look at
the hyphenated names. Yeah.
All the hyphenated names. New Zealand must have the most hyphenated names in the competition.
Even the coaches are hyphenated names.
On the wings, Ali Leotau and Moala Graham Taufa. Centers, Luke Hanson, Tanner Boyd. Halves, Bunty Afal and Tanner Stow-Smith. Front row, Samuel Healy, the hooker. Kalis Fatialofa, Eddie Aramia Toava, and the captain is Kalani going to win the state championship. The bench, Jet Cleary, Jason, CU Salalilo, Tom Ale, and Freddie Lussick. With Geronimo Doyle. What a name, Geronimo.
Geronimo!
Geronimo.
Toby Crosby, Harry Durbin, Makai Tapua, and Kalis Paul Putico. And David Tangata Toa is the coach. Another one for the Penrith system. I think the Wires, the New South Wales team in this game normally come out on top. I can't recall the last time Queensland won. I think they did win it last year, but the history isn't kind for the Queensland teams in this particular fixture.
No, it's not.
So New South Wales can win something this year, Big T.
even though it's New Zealand.
Yes.
Playing in the New South Wales competition.
Yes, we had a conversation about that in our chat.
Too funny. There you go.
And we got Melbourne Storm in our comp too.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Rob? Warriors or Bears?
Oh, look, I think purely and simply the Warriors will be too strong. I watched a bit of that Queensland Cup, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think the Warriors will be too strong. Just seeing the list of players there. Obviously, NRL players, there's a few of them there. So I think they'll be too strong.
Mr. Dib?
Yep. Warriors too strong, I reckon. Too big, too strong.
Too strong. Everyone thinks the Warriors?
I'll go the Bears.
The Bears.
Hey!
For Luke Burt.
Yeah.
For Luke Burt. Well done.
Yeah.
NRLW decided, Big T.
Yeah, go on.
The Roosters.
NRLW.
Can you run us through the Roosters lineup?
Bridie Parker at the back, Tiani Navadi, and Jamie Frezard in the center, on the wings. Surges and Kelly. Corbin Baxter, Jocelyn Callagher, Tessa Pule, Keely Davis, and Rima Butler. Butler in the front row. Alessa Nazio, Jasmine Strange. She's a beautiful girl. Olivia Koenig, interchange. Jordan Burton, Marcy Carlisle, ex-Dragon, Mia Wood, Eliza Lopamau, Jada Hedrigen, Amber Hall. Why is she not in the top 17?
She's carrying an injury.
Oh, my God. Tanisha Gray, Imogen Tavana Papalihi, and John Strange, Coach of the Year for the NRLW. Coaches of the Moon. There's Isabel Kelly. She even looks good with her teeth punched out.
And they're playing the Broncos. The Roosters looking for back-to-back, and I think they'll be the first team to go right through a season undefeated. They've won like 17 or 18 games in a row. What a record.
Yeah. And they're the only team that beat the Broncos this year, aren't they?
Yep. And Troy, can you run us through the Broncos side? It's a pretty impressive side as well, like the Roosters.
Yeah. Tamika Upton is one of the co-captains at fullback. Kerry Johnson and Hayley Maddock on the wings. Melee Havanga and Julia Robinson in the centres. Gail Broughton, Ali Brigginshaw in the halves. Aneta Claudia Nuasala and Brianna Clark in the front row with Jada Ferguson, the hooker. Lauren Dam, Romy Teitzel, and Keely Joseph are your back row. Destiny Brill, Chelsea Lenarduzzi, Shanae Suzuka, Shalem Sawusu. The interchange bench, Regan Hicks is the 18th player, coached by Scott Prince.
Scotty Prince.
This could be a cracking game. The Roosters, no Taryn Aiken. They were lucky to get past the Sharks 17-16 the other night. They will miss Taryn Aiken's game in this one.
What was the score in the game this year, Jess?
When they played during the year?
When they played each other, yeah.
30-26.
Oh, right. So
Roosters won because Broncos missed 2 goals. So that was 5 tries apiece, but Romy Teitzel missed 2 goals.
How close? How close?
And the Roosters led 22-0 at one stage. Broncos come right back.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the Roosters in a tight one. Roosters by 2. There's going to be nothing in it, and I'm going to go. She's done it all this year. I think she's going to get the Karen Murphy medal, and that's going to be Olivia Koenig.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to go the Broncos. I just think they've got a little bit of momentum at the right time of the year. Tamika Upton, she's anywhere and everywhere on the field. Experience with Ali Brigginshaw. I just think the Broncos might cause a bit of an upset here. As you said, they nearly got them in that game they played this year. And they really showed form in that prelim final last week. So I'm going to go the Broncos by about 6.
Rob, you got a tip?
Yeah, I definitely. I think the Broncos. I think Brigginshaw will win that award, and I think they've got a secret weapon. I think you're going to get a manicurist thing to do the nails, and I think Reece Walsh will be doing all the girls' nails, and he'll seal the deal. He'll be the special weapon.
You want to have give him a cup of toilet water as well.
Yeah, the Broncos to win.
Have a tip, Mo. Who do you think is going to win the NRLW Grand Final?
I think the Roosters will win in a close one. It's anyone's game. That's how close it is.
It is anyone's game, yes.
Big T, who do you think?
I think the Roosters in a close game. You can't take away from Broughton and Brigginshaw. They're a great combination up there
The
last game together. And I reckon you can get your best recognition motors from Broughton and Brigginshaw. Best recognition motors. There you go.
And who's going to get the medal, the Karen Murphy medal, who you think?
I'm going to say Tamika Upton. I think she's going to have a big game, and they normally come from the losing side.
She's won it before, so I wouldn't be surprised. She won it when the Knights won it a couple of years ago, so could very well win it again. But the main game, the game we're all looking forward to on Sunday night is the main
Yeah.
the NRL decider Big T. You got the
Yes.
lineup there.
I'll have there. NRL Decider Grand Final Sunday, the 5th of October, 7:30 p.m. So that's only going for another 2 years. A 7:30 kickoff till 2027. They've got the broadcast rights to 2027, and I think they want to bring it back to an afternoon, 4 o'clock game. I think I'm not sure. All right, Troy, can you run us through the first team into the grand final, the Melbourne Storm? Run us through their side.
Yeah, sure can. Ryan Pappenhausen is a fullback. Will Warbrick and Xavier Coates are on the wings. Jack Howarth is in the centre with Nick Meaney. Cameron Munster, Jerome Hughes, Stefano Utagumanu, Josh King are front rowers. Harry Grant is the hooker and captain. Sean Bloor, Eli Katoa, Trent Liero, Tyrone Wishart, Ati Lasati, Tui Kamakamitha, Alec McDonald are on your bench. Grant Anderson is your 18th man. Bronson Garlick, Joe Chan, Jonah Pezzett, Sua Farlongo as well on the extended bench, coached by Craig Bellamy.
Coached by Craig Bellamy. That's a good
side.
That's
grand final, Big T. 11th grand final.
Yeah, probably their strongest side, I'd say. They wouldn't be missing too many.
Nelson only, really.
Nelson gives away too many penalties.
Well, he's been suspended for the last two grand finals.
That's right, yeah.
I don't think they miss him too much.
And Rob, can you run us through the Broncos side?
Yep. We've got Reece Walsh at fullback, Karapati on the wing, and Mariner on the wing as well too. Tony Staggs, I think one of the best centres in the game, and Shibasaki as well too, fantastic centre. Ben Hunt, former Dragons player at 5'8", Adam Reynolds, Corey Jensen. We got Pori Pax, hooker, Payne Haas, prop, one of the best props in the game. Brendan Pericua, Jordan Ricky, Paddy Carrigan back. I think that's a big in for the Broncos. Mm-hmm. Ezra Mann, what a great game he played last game. KB Hetherington, Xavier Wilson, and Tyson Smoothie. And Jesse Arthurs is the 18th man. And we've got Jack Kateski, Ben Chalty, Selwyn Cobbo, and Jock Madden, and coached by Michael Maguire, the Broncos.
So what do you think about that combination, Jess? The game on Sunday at 7:30. What do you think of the outcome will be?
I'm going to go the Melbourne Storm. They'll be hurting from losing last year. That if they start well and pile on the points early, there's no coming back for the Broncos. The Melbourne Storm aren't a team to cop up a lead. They get 14, 16 points. That's good night, Brisbane.
Yeah,
and they've got the big match. I think they've got more big match players in their side. Like the way Cronulla gave them a scare the other night. Cronulla pushed them right to the limit. But what the difference was is Pappenhausen, Hughes, Munster, and Grant. They're 4 big match players, and I think that'll be the difference between them winning and losing. They just rise to another level, and I think they'll win by 12. Melbourne Storm.
No.
I'm going to go with Munster. He owned Origin. He's going to get the Clyde Churchill.
Queenslander. You mentioned Origin. Mate, what do you reckon?
I reckon the Storm. As Jesse said, they just got so much experience in the big games.
Yep, 100%. Minor Dragon?
Oh, look, really impressed with what Brisbane's done to get as far as they have, but I agree with you, boys. I just think I'm being impressed with Hughes. He came back, pretty significant injury for fracture, and what a good game he played. Mate, you could see in his eyes he really wanted it. They're probably two of the best players in the game, Munster. And I think Harry Grant's almost probably the best player in the game, and I think can be probably one day as good as Cameron Smith. I rate Harry Grant that good a player, so any team with Harry Grant in it, I think it's going to go a long way to winning. And I just think they're too good across the park, and I think it's almost like Brisbane have maxed out for me. I mean, to be fair, Penrith could have won the game, right? as well. They could have been there. But I think, like Jesse said, I think the Storm probably deserve to win. They they've been on the receiving end, obviously, at Penrith a few times in the grand finals, and I'd like to see Craig Bellamy as well too. I could be wrong, but would he almost become the greatest coach of all time if he wins his grand final?
Oh, geez. Arguably.
Be in the conversation.
Yeah. So it'd be great for him as well too. He deserves it.
Yeah. Troy?
He has had a couple of comps stripped off him, though.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But that was no fault of his own, really, was it?
No, they still celebrate it down there in Melbourne, though. So
Exactly.
I'm going to go for Brisbane in this one. I just think that game last week against Penrith will give them massive amount of confidence. People say that Melbourne have got 2 extra days recovery. Well,
that's an interesting point, that, Troy, you bring up there.
Yeah, look, it is true, but, I mean, Brisbane has still got 7 days, so...
True. But to get over niggling injuries, 9 days is better than 7.
Oh yeah,
you know what
100%.
I mean?
They do have an advantage in that way, but I just think if it was like a 5-day turnaround, well then it probably would make a more of a massive difference. But I just think, as Jesse said, I think if Brisbane, they can't give Melbourne that start. They can't. They've come from behind twice, 14 points down in semi-finals. They can't do that in the grand final. Otherwise, they won't catch the Storm. Once they get in front by that much, they'll just keep on going. So, look, like Melbourne, with Pappenhausen and Hughes running last week for Mam and Reynolds, they had a run last week as well. That'll be better for them. And I think this is the game that Reece Walsh is really going to dominate. I think, it wasn't so long ago they were in the grand final themselves, so they have matured a little bit as well. Pat Carrigan's a big in for them. I'm going to say Brisbane. I'm going to say Brisbane by 6, and I think Reece Walsh will get the Clive Churchill.
Hey Troy, I was going to ask you a question. It's funny you said what you said because I looked at Ben Hunt when he was playing hooker, and when Man came on, and Man sort of added that spark. You know what I mean? Like that Chock Mundine added that spark to the Broncos. Yet when Ben Hunt was playing halfback, he unlocked Reece Walsh, in previous games. So it's really interesting to see. They're a different team when Hunt went to hooker and Man came on. So
I think Ben probably had a little bit less involvement at hooker when Man was on. He did have that kick from dummy half that almost led to a 40-20 though, but still, I mean, if he's on the field anywhere, it's going to make a big difference as well anyway. So
I think Reece Walsh is going to be a huge player in this game. And like you said, Ezra Mann and Ben Hunt, they'll interchange. Hunt will go to 9, Pags will go off, and then Man will after about 60 minutes, and then they'll play out the game. And like you said, if Melbourne streak ahead, Brisbane are in trouble. They're not going to come back. The comeback last week against Penrith was absolutely astonishing, don't you think?
Yeah,
it was. But Melbourne.
Was that their grand final? Was the second half last week their grand final?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
They've had 2 hard semi-finals. They've had 2 tough ones.
Yeah, but they also had that week off before last weekend's game as well. So they have had 2 tough games, but I think they'll do whatever it takes.
We did see also that freakish play in Reece Walsh. Obviously, he played okay, but we didn't see that. You know what I mean? That X factor. So if he has that X factor game. The guy could do anything. He could score 2 tries, set up 2 tries. That could be difference in winning.
If he has a big game too, Rob, he's going to be the Australian fullback. You'd have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to be strong. Right,
yeah. So what are the chances of Ben Hunt dropping in of the grand final?
Dropping the ball again.
Okay, what's the chances?
Is it 10 years to the day or
10 years, mate? 10 years.
Well, I hate to be a couple of minutes to go and they kick off and the same thing happens again, mate. So just make sure you don't catch the ball.
I hope it doesn't go to Golden Point then, eh?
That's right, yeah. And Mo, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, no, I think hopefully, it's a good game and both teams play well and just leave everything out on the field.
I hope the referee doesn't have as much to say about it.
Grant Atkins got the job.
I was just about to say that about the referee.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think will happen, boys? Do you think it'll be open? There won't be so many penalties, obviously, because Klein's been, there's been
18 penalties.
Yeah, so it'll be open. It'll be free flowing. So that'll be shit to see. That's what I told him about today about the Broncos' fitness. The Broncos' fitness will be fitter, but then Melbourne obviously all the boot camp as well too with Melanie, and they're fit as well. So it's interesting, isn't it? It's free flowing.
Yeah, well.
Anyway.
Well, there you go. Anything can happen, eh, Jess?
Yep. Well, that just about does us, Big T.
It does. Just about does us. And if you liked what you seen, smash that like button. Share to everybody. Share to your mum. Share to your dad. Share to your grandma. Share to everybody. And get everybody watching Mad Dragons Vodcast. See if we come back next year. I don't know.
That's all she wrote in 2025, though.
And can I say something? Dragons, buy some players next season if you can. We need some players. Obviously, we're getting rid of some if there's some available. Some good, really good players. But can I also say big thanks to Jesse and Big T for hosting the show. What a great job you both have done. Not only in the past, but you guys have really stepped up and kept the show alive. And thanks so much on behalf of Panel, who's been on 4 years, whatever I've been on.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you two guys doing what you're doing.
And Mo, thanks for joining us, mate. I hope you enjoyed your experience.
Thanks for having me on, boys. Much appreciated.
No worries, mate. You're always in the comments. I also invited Lisa Murray Cooper, but she didn't want to join us. She declined. So as I say, Jess, Red V's a part of me. Dragons for life, and with everybody saying what?
Thanks for your support in 2025 as well.
Yeah, 2025, great. Thanks, man. With everybody saying, come on, Dragons fans.
Fire up.
Fire up.
Come on, Troy.
Power.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Coco is at Panel's heart, she wears it on her sleeve. As Master tells tales of dragons, wins, and tuna victory. Tony and the MP crew will do their very best. Getting off topic and I digress with a red V on our chest. The Mad Dragons Vodcast is a sheep of camaraderie. Navigating rants down rabbit holes in the land of big wet feet. And so our paddlers speak the tales and our premiership is our dream. The Mad Dragons Vodcast, funded by